It's just not the person that I know.
But Lisa, you wouldn't see it though. As his friend, you wouldn't see it.
Now, Miss Gayle King. Um, so we saw the snippet released, I believe. Was it today? This is fresh.
Yeah,
Today.
I think it came out today or yesterday.
This
one
morning?
One of those
This
days.
morning, yeah.
Well, I thought maybe it was today or yesterday. Well, it was.
I can't even. Things are
Regardless
running
of when
so
it came
together.
out, it shouldn't have never
God.
came out.
Shouldn't even came out.
Gayle King, you know, it's right now. There's something happening, you know, within the nation. It's a confusion going on, right? It's kind of like it's such a division when it comes to political stuff that it's even trickling down into media, and it's almost like you know, you pick a side where you want to be on, you know, because at the end of the day, either you know your bread is buttered on that side, or you know you're taking a stance against another side. It's just a lot going on. When I saw that clip, I understand this whole clickbait shit that is our new reality. So it's not anything that you could just dismiss. Yes, you're going to see headlines and clips of shit where people are going to put up just to make millions of people click it. It's actually a source of income is how these people get paid. You see people clowning on Instagram all day long. I'm talking about people over 30, 35 years old. You got old people turning into fucking clowns on social media for an actual living. They do this for a living, right? So when I seen Gayle King ask Lisa Leslie that question, I actually had no problem with that question. I had no problem with her asking that, because if you're going to talk about him as a whole and you want to bring that up, stupid to bring that up to me, but if you want to, you're a journalist. No harm, no foul. But
this is so
at least the answer so elegantly, and then you tried you lost everybody. You didn't have to dismiss the elegant answer that Lisa Leslie gave you, and then when you tried to dismiss, she so elegantly told you even further why that shit should be a dead issue, and you still tried to say something else. So regardless of the context of the whole interview, that fucking response that you put out today when you saw everybody was on your ass, regardless of that, that clip showed you being a complete asshole and not accepting that grown woman's answer about her friend, most people's hero. You should have just shut up after that. You didn't. Everybody's on your ass. Deal with it. There ain't no apology you could do because you did it. You wasn't thinking about the family. You wasn't thinking about. You kept pressing. They should be on your ass. You shouldn't get no more love. It's not the time. This is what I want everybody to understand at all.
This is what I want everybody to understand. You and I did not discuss this particular topic before the show. So I don't. That's what you and I, for a great percentage of the time, we are pretty much in sync with exactly how we think and the reasons when we, you know, that's just what it is. That's why we obviously had this show, and that's what it is. We've been doing this for a long time. Golden, that's exactly what I was saying when I listened. I said, you know what? I was seeing all the comments and the feedback. They're like, why did you ask that? Why did you ask that? I expect her to ask that, and I know she's going to ask that because she's a journalist, and that's what she's going to do, and we're going to play behind the journalist card. My issue with her was exactly what you said when she came back and said, but you wouldn't because that's your friend. That was the first one. And then I didn't even really let her slide, but I can't, what can I do? It's her, right? That's her thing. She want to say what she want to say, then fine. But when she came back again and tried to say, well, he was acquitted because she didn't want to testify, when she tried to come back and try to combat why he didn't wasn't held accountable or why he wasn't convicted, I was completely done with her. So she, and I was not here for the apology as well. And like you said, the apology video in which she tried to say, that's why I left this part in, that's why I left that part in, all of that was null and void. When she combated Lisa, when she stood firmly, and like you said, with eloquence and with her truth, and said, this is what I feel, this is what I know, and this is what we should respect. And then at the end of all of this, the bottom line is this. Kobe has sat down with Shaq. He has sat down with multiple people. We had did Mamba Night. We've done so much at this point. He's got the daughters that he's raised. He's been coaching the girls team. He's got the academy. He's been coaching NBA players. He's done so much. And at no point did you choose or elect to have a sit down with him. He's got books. He's got all these things that have happened, and you did not choose to have the conversation with him. And then we have not even had an opportunity to lay him to proper rest. We are still trying to even process that this has happened. And like you said, clickbait, everybody's such in a rush to get the scoop. It was already just a media mess from day one, but for her to join in on it and then now come back and be like, well, I'm hurt, I'm embarrassed, absolutely not.
Gayle and Oprah got a lot of explaining to do regarding their recent moves with Harvey Weinstein, with Bill Cosby, with Russell Simmons, with Michael Jackson. You know, it's one thing to believe someone is guilty of something. Because like I said, I have arguments all the time now. After that Michael Jackson special, I ain't going to lie, I feel different about Michael Jackson. That's just me. But after I saw that special, I really couldn't dismiss everything that I saw in there. They could say that the young kids are fabricating it, whatever. But it was just some fucking weirdo shit that I seen in there that I was just like, yo, Michael's on some bullshit. I love him to death. He's Michael Jackson. But I'm a realist. I'm not no fantasy island nigga. There's some shit in there that I saw that if that was my seed, it wouldn't have been going down. And for him, a grown man, to even ask that type of shit, it was just weird. But I say that to say, I'm not going crazy to tell everybody how I felt after I watched that Michael Jackson shit, because Michael Jackson did so much for black musicians, breaking the MTV barrier, the video barriers, the lives he touched all around the world, things of that nature, that it would kind of really be selfish of me to go on my whole, hey, but did you see that documentary? If somebody bring up Michael Jackson, I don't bring that documentary up. Sometimes your mother used to say, yo, you don't got nothing good to say. In some instances, don't say nothing at all, right? So it's kind of puzzling when Gayle and Oprah are like holding torches, lighting shit up when it comes to Russell Simmons, Michael Jackson. And again, yo, be fair across the board. If you're going to do that, if the Me Too movement is where you at, you putting your stick in the ground with the Me Too movement, so you want to expose everybody, we're going to have to see your name on more shit than just these brothers. Because then it just makes you look like you got a fucked up agenda. There's I don't know how many fucking pictures of Gayle and Harvey, Oprah, Harvey. I don't know. You can't even count how many pictures they in together, right? So there's some type of relationship on that side. So my thing is, listen, the next time y'all feel y'all want to speak on somebody, if y'all not going to do it in a balanced manner, shut up about the brothers. Don't be no fucking executive producer. Don't get in front of no fucking Lisa Leslie and start pushing back on her when she told you that Kobe was never like that around her. Don't fish for some fantasy fucking scenario where the nigga was doing some bullshit in the clubs or doing some crazy shit. You just trying to make shit up out of thin air after that man just fucking took a dive in a helicopter and is not here no more. What the fuck is wrong with you? Like, Gayle is lucky. I don't even know if she'll have a job by the end of the week or next week. And if she does, it's because the power of Oprah, because everybody is on her ass. Snoop Dogg fucks with Oprah. To see Snoop Dogg going in on them, call her a dog head bitch, calling Oprah a bitch, calling them, he's going in. So you see how this is for people that you even know and fuck with. They not fucking with you no more because you fucked up.
This was definitely a breaking point, if you will. I don't really know what to call it, but this wasn't it. This wasn't it. And let me also say this while we're here. So our opinions and our views are just that. Our stance and where we stand and what we say are just that. Myself and GoldenFleece. They're not of Jermaine Dupri's opinion. They're not of Jermaine Dupri.
Not at all.
It's not. So let me just make that very clear. And that's just that. So moving forward, also, you have, of course, Boosie. He never holds his tongue, and I love him for that. Of course, being from Texas, just always have been being a fan of his musically. But it's always nice when he comes out and gets involved. But he's definitely, engaged in his social media and making, making his voice heard. And, I appreciate it. These are the times when I actually look to social media and say, thank you. I'm glad that we're finally investing our energy into something that we actually should kind of be upset about. Not to say I don't get to pick and choose what people are upset about, right? I'm not saying that I get to be the key holder of what people can invest their energy into, but I will say that I'm definitely and happy that we're investing our energy into saying enough is enough. This was definitely wrong time, wrong place, wrong energy, wrong person, wrong, just everything about it, absolutely out of there. Terrible, poor judgment, poor journalism, poor everything. Everything about this was just out of there. I don't care which way you look at it.